Are you a dungeon master thinking about running the Wild Beyond the Witchlight for your players? Are you a player thinking of GMing for the first time and wondering if Witchlight is a place to start? If so, this video is for you. My name is Neil. I don't think we've met, so real quick, I've been a writer and producer for over 20 years, a GM for a fraction of that time, and a content creator for the last 15 seconds. This is the first in a short series on adapting Wild Beyond the Witchlight for your players. Running this adventure for my players has been such a joy, and I feel like this book is like a really nice balance between structure and sandbox, erring on the side of sandbox. There are so many organic opportunities to center your PC's backstories in its world. I'm going to offer some strategies for those of you approaching your own adaptation and reflect on how this adventure shaped my GM journey. As you'll see, I love this book. As a newer GM, I was looking for a springboard into a more ambitious ongoing campaign. 50 years of D&D publications at my fingertips. So, why Witchlight? The answer is the hook. Here is the adventure hook exactly as written. Each character in the adventuring party visited the Witchlight Carnival when they were a child. In fact, they snuck in without buying a ticket and had something stolen from them. Fate brings the characters together as adults, united by the common goal of retrieving that which they lost. At first blush, you might not think it very profound or even that big of a deal, but every decision I made when adapting this adventure is a result of how deeply this hook resonated with me. Walk with me and I will try to explain why. Oh, mild spoiler. The villains of the Witchlight adventure are 3 hags, comprising the Hourglass Coven. They are the hags of the past, present, and future. It's the 90s. I'm 12 years old. Classic high fantasy nerd, only a child, riding bikes, devouring Weiss and Hickman books like their breakfast. One comic shop in a 50-mile radius gets the 2nd edition AD&D Player's Handbook. I beg my parents to buy it for me. Oh, and also the Monstrous Manual, and also, sorry, the Dungeon Master's Guide. I need that too. I pay for the dice myself. Finally, the day comes. I crack open the books, fawning over the art, dreaming of adventures to come, and its impenetrable, vast, dense walls of text, arcane rules sprawling before me into an infinite horizon of technicality, and worst of all, math. Why did it have to be math? But whatever. I know how the hero's journey works. If it were easy, it wouldn't be epic. So I push through. I read, I study, I fantasize, I recruit my best friend, my one friend. And together, we try. It's stilted, clumsy, lifeless, fucking Thaco, but the kiss of death it is embarrassing. Like, what does role-playing even look like? Cringe is the kryptonite of prepubescence, and the game falls apart. Words are said, feelings are hurt. I decide I don't know how the game is supposed to go after all. And how could I? I'm stupid. It's stupid. Fuck this game. Back to Zelda. I spend the next 3 years quietly making level 20 character sheets no one will ever see. I am an adult now, and I can feel it. On the good days, I fucking love my job. On the bad days, I am reminded that I serve the need of corporations. The weirdest and wildest ideas always hit the most resistance, and the sharp edges that define a thing, the thing that you are most excited about when you start, they tend to get sanded down over time. I don't resent it, but I do have this nagging sensation that something is missing. I know I need to reconnect with my sense of play to make space for a freer form of creation. The rise of actual play awakens something in me. Primarily envy, Nothing sinister, more that parasocial loneliness you feel after you laugh along with a joke shared between people who don't even know you're there. 30 years too late, I finally have a model for what a vibrant D&D game looks like. But what I envy the most is the sense of fun, of play, of connection. The things I wanted as a child but didn't have the power to create for myself. But wait. I just said I'm an adult now. I can make things happen. Is this the calling to take up the mantle of Dungeon Master once more? Hell yes. It suddenly seems so obvious, so aligned. And if I'm being truly honest, it's a little painful. Should I have stuck with it as a teenager? Am I starting too late? What if I fucking suck at it? Oh, the waves of imposter syndrome, fear of failure, echoes of pre-teen rejection. I think what stings the most is the pain of lost time. My Witchlight table was entirely new to D&D, and the promise I made to them is this. We're gonna tell this story together. We're gonna build a world that we look forward to living in together. And the longer we go, the more we tell others how fun it is to play together, to tell collaborative stories with no notes, the more we'll summon kindred spirits to us, the more community we will build, the more vibrant and young and free we will not just feel, but be. Fate brings the characters together as adults, united by the common goal of retrieving that which they'd lost. Still hits. Witchlight it is. Although I wasn't entirely aware of what I was biting off at the time, I made my players an implicit promise in our session 0. If you walk with me, if you make space and invest time and thought and heart into this adventure, then your creations, your character backstories are going to shape our world. Not just your actions, but the things that you bring to the table from the inception. And at the time, I felt like the book was setting me up for success. Unlike a lot of official adventures, the Lost Things hook was centering my PCs in the story from the jump. But pretty quickly, I realized the Lost Things, for all of their metaphorical potential, don't auto-generate story in play. That's my job. And my players' jobs, but much like Teen Neil, my players might not have a model for how that looks. My fear was that if I didn't stoke the flames of backstory in every chapter, the Lost Things would become this hollow MacGuffin instead of a deeply personal quest hook. So I wrote a framework for weaving it all together. The backstories of the PCs, the hags, their bargains, past, present, future, the realms of Prismeer, Zybilna's big twist, and a underscoring of the theme of lost time. I front-loaded my prep, and it yielded dividends. That's really what the rest of the videos in this series are about, stepping out my adaptation approach while reflecting on the book as written with love and constructive scrutiny. I obviously can't know what will resonate with your players, but I can offer you a structure that empowers you to tease these connections out of the book. A lot's already been said about the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and the most common descriptor I see is whimsical. Probably because it's right on the cover. And sure, the Feywild, the Carnival, the NPCs, the surface, they all lean into fun. The adventure is fun, but it is no great task to find depth in every chapter, to pull out character-driven reflections on aging and loss that might resonate with your adult players as much as they resonate with me. I may not convince you that Wild Beyond the Witchlight is for you or your tables, but maybe hearing one GM talk about their process will spark something in your own. A written PDF version of this adaptation guide is available on DM's Guild for free or pay what you can. The link is in the video description below. I've saved all of the real spoilers and specifics for that document and for the next videos in the series. If any of this resonates with you, please take the time to let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Collaboration is connection.